welcome back to my channel, Rolling Through Life with TaLisha. If this is your first time at my channel, welcome. Today we're going to talk about the top benefits of being in a wheelchair. Contrary to what you might think, there actually are some benefits to being in a wheelchair. A lot of people think that, being in a wheelchair, having a disability is sort of like a sad life, and a lot of people oftentimes feel sorry for us, but I'm here to talk about the actual benefits. So the first benefit that I want to talk about is the fact that no matter where we go, we always have a seat. This includes movies, shows, concerts, you name it, we have a seat. My favorite example of this would be me being able to go to movies that are sold out. So because I actually have my own seat, I technically could still be admitted into the movie theater. And this has actually happened to me on more than one occasion. I literally asked the, I don't know what they're called, but the person standing at the ticket booth if I could still go, because I pleaded my case by saying I had my own seat. So this has definitely worked out in my favor on more than one occasion. The second benefit that I'm going to talk about is the fact that by default, people usually step aside for you to get a better view of things. For instance, at like an aquarium or the zoo, if there's typically a crowd in front of me, most times I can't see, one because I'm short, and two because I can't stand. So because of this, people automatically see that I'm in a wheelchair, so they step aside without me even asking. And this is definitely a benefit because like I said, don't have to ask a lot of the times, so it eliminates conflict. Sometimes there are people that are mean, but this doesn't happen very often. And people do, respect the fact that I'm in a wheelchair and I'm not able to stand. So they're usually willing to accommodate that about myself. The third benefit that I'm going to talk about is if you bump into someone accidentally or on purpose. People normally don't take offense to it, or if they do, they don't show it, but 9 times out of 10 they apologize by default, and this could be whether or not it is your fault as the disabled person. This has happened to me on more than one occasion. A lot of times in crowded spaces, when there's not much space for me to move around, I often do bump into people by accident. And so people, without me even saying anything, they will apologize or move out of the way, but they don't take offense to it. The fourth benefit that I'm going to talk about is the fact that I never have to complain that I have been on my feet all day. Obviously, because I can't walk, I don't know what it feels like to be on my feet all day. So my feet are never tired. And that is definitely a benefit because by default, a lot of the times I don't have to worry about feeling tired as quickly as I would if I could walk. So a lot of the times, I will be honest, I forget about this when I'm out with friends or family or my husband. I literally could go shopping all day. For instance, at the outlets or the mall or even the beach, I could go all day and I have more energy than them because I forget that they actually walk and they get tired. So a lot of the times they have to remind me, TaLisha, I've been on my feet all day, I'm tired, can we take a break? And I'm like, go, go, go. So this is definitely something that I have to constantly remind myself that even though I can't walk, my family or friend or husband can walk, and they need a break every once in a while. So I definitely have to keep that in mind. So the fifth benefit that I'm going to talk about has to do with the ability that I have as a disabled person to cut in line. This is by far my most favorite benefit of being in a wheelchair, just because it allows me to avoid long lines. I mean, who wouldn't want to avoid long lines? A lot of the times people don't say anything about this, but other times people do get upset. Aside from me, taking advantage of this benefit, it is by law that people in wheelchairs do have the right to butt in line. I don't really know the reasoning behind this actual law, but I do know that I have that right as a disabled person, so I do use it to my advantage. Another benefit of being in a wheelchair, I would say, is my determination. How is this a benefit, you might ask? Honestly, I don't know if I can say that I would have the same amount of determination as I do if I was not in a wheelchair. I feel like my determination level is largely due to the fact that I am in a wheelchair and my disability. So I feel like I always have to prove myself to society as a disabled person, in terms of my education, me being able to go to college, have a family, get married, the simple things that average people do or able-bodied people do. I have to work and fight 10 times harder as a disabled person to show and prove that I can have a normal life despite my appendages and my disability. So I would say that's my favorite quality about myself, is my determination. And not only would I say it's because of my disability, but also due to how I was raised. My parents taught me that no matter what, you can do anything that anyone else can do. So I live by that day in and day out, and I'm so proud of that. Another benefit of being in a wheelchair has to do with the ability to be helpful without even trying too hard. And what I mean when I say this is, a lot of times I can carry my friends or family members' bags while shopping on the back of my chair, and they don't have to carry, but neither do I, because I don't feel the weight of it on the back of my chair. And a lot of times I am being helpful by offering to carry their bags, and they take me up on the offer. So that's definitely a benefit, because it makes you look like a good person without even trying too hard. But I am a good person nonetheless, but this benefit just makes me look even better. Another benefit of being in a wheelchair has to do with travel. So whenever I book my travel to board an airplane, I book an economy seat. However, a lot of the times when they see that I'm in a wheelchair in person, I get preferred seating. So I get my seat upgraded to, if not first class, close to first class in the front of the plane, due to additional space that I might need, leg space for myself and the person that I'm with. And that's actually very beneficial, because I don't have to be squished in the typical economy seat, whether it be in the middle of a plane or in the back of a plane. The front is preferred because it's obviously more space. So that's definitely a benefit. Another benefit of being in a wheelchair is that in your family, 9 times out of 10, you are the coolest family member to little kids. I know this for a fact because of my little brother, my cousins, my nephew, and now my children. So as a little kid, I would always let my brother ride the back of my chair to and from school, and that was always a lot of fun because he didn't have to walk, and I got to seem like the coolest sister because I gave him a free ride. And in the family, my nephew, he loves to ride on my lap. He loves to ride around in my wheelchair on my lap. And with my husband and I both being parents, I'm now the cool parent to our toddlers because they love to sit on my lap and ride around. That's the preferred method of getting around. So they actually prefer that over walking. Funny story. But of course we encourage them to walk to tire them out. But when they are tired, they definitely prefer to sit on my lap. So that is for sure a benefit because you are by default the coolest person in the family. The last benefit of being in a wheelchair that I want to talk about has to do with the fact that I feel as though I'm living my purpose because I'm in a wheelchair. I feel like my purpose is to help and teach others that no matter if you are disabled or not, you can live life and achieve whatever it is you want to achieve in life. Whether it be working, whether it be living on your own, whether it be traveling the world, whatever it is you want to do, you can do it, whether or not you're in a wheelchair. At the end of the day, I just sit in this chair to get around. It doesn't define me. It does not determine my quality of life, and it should not determine yours either as a disabled person. So I feel like I'm sort of like a person that can be seen as an example of not letting anything get in their way. I don't want to be seen as handicapped or disabled. While I may be those things by a dictionary definition, I feel as though I am handicapable and able because I don't believe I can name one thing that I can't do besides walk. And because of that, I feel as though I am living my purpose and showing you guys that no matter what, I can do all things. So I want to give to you the message that if you are disabled, whether or not you know someone that's disabled, just make sure that you just see yourself as a person that sits in a chair. That's all it is a chair. It could be seen as a regular chair. It just has wheels and you get around. And I'm actually thankful that I can sit in this chair to get around because without it, I wouldn't be able to get around. So it allows me to be able, not disabled. I would say that is one of my favorite benefits of being in a wheelchair. I hope you enjoyed the top benefits of being in a wheelchair. If you have any benefits that I didn't think of that you would like to add, comment below. I feel like this would be a great discussion to continue in the comments. Thank you for sitting through another episode of Rolling Through Life with TaLisha. I really enjoy you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying getting to know a little bit more about me in each episode. If you have not already, please subscribe and you can be notified of when I come out with each episode. Thank you guys so much.